Big-time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. The Dome, home to the Orange and Syracuse University. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Florida State's offense will get the first swing of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time.
Breaks into the open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Noles have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. The short hands, it's McCoy. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. Now on 3rd down for this offense. Fires to the right. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Syracuse right back at it. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Orange. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Turning it on. The 50. Inside the 30. He's at the touchdown. Noles. Excellent pass by the back on the option. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
He'll start the return inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. He'll do it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give to the back. Spins away from the defender. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15. The Orange with a lot of work to do on 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's Hart. A strike downfield. Oh, there's an alley to the left. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Cuse.
Man, football, there is so many weapons now with small slots and big wide receivers. And then you got the tight ends now that have the speed to catch the football, chew up ground, and get to the end zone and make those big plays like he did right here.
And the PAT makes it 14-6. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And boy, did they finish with a huge play in the passing game, scoring from 85 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Gibson. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This offense needs to put together a scoring drive to keep up, trailing 14-6. He's up to 90 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. The Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down?
Oh, that is a rope for the completion in this offense. I'll tell you, you think about great Seminole quarterbacks, the 3 W's, Wenke, Winston, Ward. Dudes that could change the game, Heisman Trophy winners. Every defensive coordinator was scared every time they had to play the Seminoles because of that vaunted passing attack. And this guy, I think he has D coordinators seeing ghosts because this guy can play at a high level.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And the Seminoles are marching down the field. Might be changing the route. Off play action on 1st down. Looking to scramble. Got his man on the right. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a 1st down. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run play action. Now sliding to his left. He's headed to the end zone. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
Man, you cannot coach this to quarterbacks. Hard focus downfield, soft focus around you. As soon as he felt the lane.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Seminoles.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
14, Florida State, 13.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. To the ground with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Finds his big tight end. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. The Orange now facing a 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Really good job on the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Offense in an empty set. Looking for a man. It's Berry. With the catch, it's McCoy. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. Finds a crease at the 20. Bounding over the top. Touchdown, Florida State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
21, Syracuse, 14.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The give on the counter. They throw it in reverse as that's the final play here in the first period. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to go up top. Throwing right. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Bringing it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the...
And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Knowles! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
The Orange trying to come up with an explosive play to convert this 3rd down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Syracuse will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down.
returners don't get many shots, right? Like, they only get a few shots a game. They want to maximize it. You're not going to get any shots if you don't secure the football. Got to take care of the football, big fella.
They're testing the right side here. Pretty good job of running to get there to the 32. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. Breaking into the top 15 is one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The dream is within reach. Question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
You got to keep winning. Now when we're talking about this team, you're hearing college football playoff in the same sentence because of where they're ranked in the top 15. So, David, as they move forward, they've got to continue to elevate and ascend with their talent and play on the field.
Yeah, and it's exciting, right? To be mentioned, it's exciting. To hear yourself talked about on shows and to be a team that's getting respect is great. Now, let's keep pushing that pedal to the floor to be the best team we can be.
And on that third down play, there just wasn't any timing between the quarterback as an intended target. As a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up fourth.
Under fire. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down. This offense has it with really good field position. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Syracuse comes to the line on 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Hart. Unleashes to the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Syracuse. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Coming out with it, it's Gibson. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Leaves it with the back. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Throws for the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Great place to start for this offense. Back to pass. It's Hart. Oh, he's got some space. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical. Because if he bobbles...
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Orange. Looking for the tie with the extra point. Boy, these offenses are just making it look easy.
Defense optional in college football nowadays. So many weapons, so much speed on the field, so hard to defend. Defense, I don't know how you play it. I really don't. Just try to get a stop, beg for one, please.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. No reason reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Got a little space. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Wants to fire on second down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's McCoy. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. And the Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go with a direct snap. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Sperry. Working that left side now. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Holding.
They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Now on second down. Back to pass. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
Bringing the heat. Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught near the sideline, it's Black.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking to the big tight end. Fires the pass, intercepted. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. From the gun, the ground game. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on first down. Looking to pass, it's Sperry. Makes the grab, it's McCoy. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. He'll pull it down and run. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Noles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. The Seminoles come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
I'll tell you what, to get hard to the quarterback and force pressure while just rushing 3 allows allows your back end to cover so much space. Now you got 8 guys in coverage. It makes you really dynamic in the back end of your defense.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. He'll try to do it himself. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Rush is on him. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Between the uprights, it's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
Man, I like this offense. They didn't get concerted. They stayed aggressive to go try to get points, and they get rewarded, and they take the lead and the momentum going into the half.
They make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. And the Noles will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half.
Syracuse, 28.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Smith. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They put points on the board in the 1st half, but still find themselves in a hole.
And if I'm this offense, man, I'm not trying to change anything. I scored a bunch of points. I've been successful. Jesse, the defense has to catch up here in the 2nd half.
Yeah, they do. They're going to have to start making plays, but you can only control what you can control. So for the offense, go out, do your job, trusting that your defense is going to make a play.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Here's the handoff. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
To the air, it's Hart. Snagged in the middle, it's Black. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Coleman. There he goes. At the 20. Touchdown, Cuse. They take the lead with the 6.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Nebraska is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Tom Osborne, this has not been a blowout today in Lincoln. They're up by 4 over Oregon. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He rifles one deep down the right side.
Well, this defense was ready for go-goes against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
So now it's 2nd and long. The run from the shotgun. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Looking for a man. It's Sperry. Steps away. Snagged out of the air. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Looking to the big tight end. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the 1st down. Nothing too surprising about seeing the Seminoles being productive in the passing game.
Man, we can think back, Reese, to so many great offenses from Florida State, whether it's Charlie Wood or Chris Winkie, whoever it is, the trigger man being really, really good is the start of a great Florida State team.
2nd down, he'll throw it. They're setting up the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. This offense has failed on its previous 2 4th down attempts, but they need to keep this drive alive. That's caught. It's Jacobs. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. And the Seminoles will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Seminoles. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his spot. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Handoff from the shotgun. Breaks into the open. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw, it's Hart. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
Well, this offensive line knew they had a huge challenge coming into this game because the defense registered 6 sacks their last time out. They knew that they were going to have to win some one-on-ones up front. They finally lost the battle on that last play, though. That was the 1st sack they've allowed in this game.
And he's wrestled to the ground. Syracuse needs to come up with a big 3rd down play to keep the drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Syracuse will send out the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. The give to the tailback. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. The Seminoles, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Quick pass on the jet motion. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And the Seminoles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grab near the marker. It's Jacobs. Touchdown, Florida State. Haul that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Aggressive, man. This offense does not want to waste any time. They try to score quickly. 3 passing touchdowns in this game.
45. Syracuse 35.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. He'll pull it on the read. Turning it on! And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. Syracuse right back at it.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
The Orange with a ton of options available on second and short. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Runs for the tackle. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Scanning the field, it's Hart. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up second down. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Williams.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
Syracuse lines up on third and short. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Makes his man miss. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29. The Orange converted and picked up that last first down by keeping it on the ground. Maybe they go right back to it. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, they're after him. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Backed up now. Here's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Tight end finds a soft spot. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. Syracuse looked to be in dire straits to start this drive, but now they've got some room to operate. And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he finds no running room at all, and the third quarter is over. Maybe more open spaces coming in the fourth. the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range. You're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic that they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David, if they can add to it on... Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34. The Noles have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
And talking to coaches this week, that's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got a lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. To the air, it's Sperry. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Noles! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Syracuse might take a shot here on 2nd and short. DB's right up on the receivers. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Catch in the middle, it's Flight. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Setting up the screen. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Syracuse right back at it.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is...
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Hart. Here comes the heat. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long. Offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He took a hit as he could and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On fourth down, going to the air. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. To throw, it's Hart. Makes the catch, it's Black. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big...
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Syracuse right back at it. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll ride Davis here. Sweet cut there. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. Finds some fresh air. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They'll keep it on the ground. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off.